Okay, on that note, let's also introduce Shubham Agrawal, who's joining us today on Technicals. He's the analyst at Motilal Oswal Securities. Shubham, thank you for coming and taking out the time. Everyone's trying to wonder if 4800 is some kind of a bottom or not. What do you think?
I think we'll be looking for, if you look at the intermarket approach, then things are placed at a crucial level where it's a make or break scenario with USD INR, which is quoting around 54.50, which is a major support for rupee. And even the CRB index is around 290, which has a positive correlation with our index. And dollar index is somewhere around 81, which has a major resistance at 82. So this states that we can have a big divergence from the convergence from the current level for say 600-700 points in going 3-4 months. But yeah, as you rightly said, in the short term, we have evidence of 4800 being a bottom, with yesterday's candle being a hammer, and we also have a trend line. If we connect the 2008 and 2009 lows, then there's a trend line which also has support around that level. So yes, for the short term, 4800 could lead to a support, and we can look for some kind of a pullback coming in.
So buy for what kind of target now, if you're going to buy now?
4960 is a major hurdle for the index right now. And I think only once we are above that on a closing basis, we can look for aggressive long trades. So that would be a point to watch.
Right. Shubham, we've pretty much given up all our gains. It's 48.60 now in the Nifty. So all that rally that we saw for about 50 points this morning has eased off completely. What would you be doing on the Nifty now? Would this be a shorting opportunity? Because this is not being able to hold up.
I think 48.30 as an immediate level can act as a support, because we have been trading in a downward sloping channel where the range is about 100 points. We are making new lows, then pulling back. So once we have a pullback around maybe 49.10, then that would be a good level to go short.
Technicals. Shubham, your top 3 ideas, what you would be doing in this market?
We'll be taking a call on the IT sector, because the market has been sliding down. People have a historical myth that depreciating rupee is good for IT stocks, but actually if you plot a correlation of CNX IT with the rupee, then there is a positive correlation that has been there historically. So with the concern that the market has been sliding lower, we'd like to go short on some of the IT stocks. The top picks can be Wipro and TCS, where TCS we can look to go short at the current level with a stop around 1250 and a target of around 1110.
So let me understand this. You're saying that the usual correlation between the rupee and IT stocks, typically when the rupee falls, IT stocks have been rising. This is in the historical past. You're saying this has been broken now?
If you see the history, if you plot a correlation analysis on that, then it has always seen a positive correlation of around 0.3 is the mean. So what we are looking at is that if rupee continues to depreciate from the current level, then that could build up some pressure in the IT stocks.
Right. Shubham, also I think in the mid-cap space, that's looking like, you could possibly look at going short. A lot of these trader favorite names have rebounded today. So like a Delta Corp, a Suzlon, even a Unitech for that matter is looking quite good. 1.5%, 2% gains today. It was up nearly 7% yesterday.
Yeah, Delta Corp, if you see most of the mid-cap stocks, some of the mid-cap stocks have been doing well. But given the market scenario, I think you'll have to be very selective about how you go about that. Delta Corp is a good bet around the current level, but can exhaust around 66, 68. So if one is holding on, they can look to book profit around that.
Right. We also have it as...
It itself will go down the index, but for some reason metal stocks seem to be going up. Shubham, you want to comment on that? Would you second that trade?
I think metals, we can look for a temporary bounce back, which is very much likely because it's been a cyclical stock at the last end of the market. So there could be a possibility say Sterlite and Sasagoa can be a good trading bet from the current level.
Shubham, some of these FMCG names are seeing some interest coming in today. Clear defensive play there? Anything that you're buying from the FMCG pack, mid-cap or even large-cap for that matter?
People have been hedging their portfolio with actually, if one has a short position, then of course, say going a long short strategy, people have been looking at defensives. So stocks like HUL and ITC, they are still not correcting from the peak levels. So that can actually be a good safe bet if people want to hold on and hedge their portfolio. That can be a safe bet.